everyone, and welcome to Silver in the Stars. We are so excited to bring this show to you today. Before we get started, we wanted to thank our supporters and sponsors. Starting off, we have Start Playing Games. Start Playing is the #1 website for finding games, groups, and professional game masters. Sign up for a new account on Start Playing and get a $10 credit using the link in chat. Next, we have our 2 sponsors that are helping us with our giveaways. The first is Limithron. In addition to creating Pirateborg RPG, Limithron is a map maker known for their ship and pirate-themed battle maps. With over 800 battle maps, each of which is Foundry VTT ready, you can find all the pirate, spelljammer, and naval-themed maps you need. Pirateborg is available for instant pre-order, but will be sailing into retail stores on International Talk Like a Pirate Day, September 19th. Check your friendly local gaming store to see if they're hosting a Talk Like a Pirate Day event, or go to limithron.com to suggest a store to them. If you're interested in running Pirateborg, make sure to check out the new Harbor Master program to learn how to get free swag for each game you run. Learn more at limithron.com. And our second giveaway sponsor is Gemhammer & Sons. Gemhammer & Sons is a Boston-based TTRPG accessory forge and traveling shop of wondrous items. Focused on providing more better game stuff, Gemhammer is the only place to go for decks of many things, critical hits and failures, and adventure guides that direct you to the adversaries and riches that only walking around with a half-orc barbarian can buy. Last but not least, I'd love to thank our partner for this AP series, Warlocks and Waffles, the best and only TTRPG morning show airing Mondays and Fridays at 8 a.m. It features 2 of our cast members, Ginny Ruiz and Hunter Fell. With all of that said and done, let's start the show. We return with our crew deep in the heart of the empty, the Beacon Galaxy far off in the distance, very dim from where you all find yourselves. It has been a couple days since you have recovered Jeff Rock DSD, and it seems to be leading you in a direction based on Oliver's compass. They seem to be linked somehow, and they keep dragging you further and further into the darkness of this empty space between arms of the galaxy. You haven't run into much out here. There isn't much to run into. So what have you all been doing to occupy yourselves? Who would like to start? Pick on someone.
Do it. I dare you.
I'm thinking.
Ben is just sort of making himself useful. Anything that needs to be moved, lifted, dragged, stuff needs to be changed, which deck of the ship it's being stored on. If it doesn't need to be changed, he is just finding things that seem like, yeah, I could do that, and just doing it. Anything that needs to be done, he's just immediately doing it. Anytime he's not doing that, he's just sort of like laying out on the deck, just kind of like curled up, so he just kind of looks like a boulder that's sitting on the deck.
Aww. Just to see how you're moving around if things has gone, give me a strength check real quick.
Yeah.
That's for funsies. Oh my goodness gracious.
So that's a nat 20.
Wow,
It
you were
is.
moving boxes like a champ.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
under the deck, sticking my arm out portholes and tossing them up onto the top of the deck. Yeah, he lifts things up and he puts them down. He's very good at it.
Using the ship's artificial gravity to sort of like slingshot them up onto the deck. You know how to best use your strength, and the ship has never been more organized. Only you know the system of organization, but it is very organized.
That's fair.
Good luck to anyone else trying to find anything. What else are you all doing? Are you trying to surmise a little bit more about Jeff Rock DSD? You just enjoying this?
Ooh, yes, I would like to use one of my abilities as a as a haunted soul. I would like to as a conduit. Is it conduit or conduit?
Conduit.
Conduit, thank you. I took French for too long. I'm like, is it a conduit?
Well, see, yeah.
But yeah. I would like to roll for the ritual I am doing because I don't think I have done a ritual today.
Yes, please, by all means.
Okay. So that is okay. So I guess I have eldritch tentacles at my disposal. Basically, the way this is, and you can help me out, I have to do our arcane ritual each day, or else I lose like health. I have rolled, but it's like these come out now. So do I store them for later? Are they something on the ship? What do you think is the best way to go about this?
Ooh, I think it's a fun tool you can save for later, but you will just, as you're doing this ritual, you know that that's sort of the shape it's taking today, and you kind of internalize that, and it feels a little strange being a conduit, being something that isn't highly organic, having this sort of organic eldritch presence kind of thrust upon you. Feels a little weird, but you know that it's something you can call upon.
It feels almost like a virus hacking a computer.
Yes, very much so. You can sort of feel it like inching its way through your circuits, and it's odd because it's not electricity. It's not the life force that you're used to. It is something so alien and unusual, but also there's a slight comfort to it because it is something you have done before and have internalized before. But it never quite get used to it. It will always be that little sort of interesting foreign feeling every time you have to invoke it.
Yeah.
C-3PO with tentacles. Surprise. Yep, that's where we're going.
Yeah. Master Luke. Little fucked up over here.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Totally normal. Does anyone does it manifest physically as you do the ritual?
I think because with how technological, with the technoscience angle I'm doing, I think what it is it's almost like oh my god, like Baymax from Big Hero 6 and how he's able to become a weapon when he needs to. And I think it's kind of like that in this weird void of grids and binary code, and this eldritch thing is poking through. I kind of grab onto it, and I know that I can use this once. It'll break when I use it, but it'll be very helpful to use later.
Nice.
It's like accessing new information on the dark web.
I love that. That sounds like it's going to be very interesting when it comes to full fruition.
Yeah.
Anyone exploring Jeff Rock DSD, or are you leaving well enough alone as it seems to be pushing you in one direction?
I didn't lick it again. I definitely wasn't.
You were welcome to. I mean,
I was, even though God told me that I didn't lick us into a new place and time, I wasn't going to chance it. So I definitely didn't. I'm not being as unceremonious as I was that first time, just in case, oh, maybe I do need this later on. But I think I'm doing the opposite of Ben in usefulness, in that I'm just kind of, if anybody is doing anything useful, if we just kind of pan a little bit to the left, you'll see me taking notes on what they're doing, and it's just just sketching or jotting down they heaved it with authority, and just taking cool notes for the story later. But then it just, unless people tell me to do anything, it is just annoyingly anybody could be doing work or having lunch or having just a moment to breathe, and then it's just and it's just me in the background just kind of there. and if I'm not doing that, being a creeper, I'm just making sure that we're still pointed in the right direction. Those are the things I'm bouncing between.
And it is stock still on your compass. Once you readjusted after having some sort of wormhole experience last time, the compass has not deviated. You are heading in what you believe is the correct direction based on the compass and based on your gut feeling and your story. Let's see. Calvin, what have you been up to? Have you interfaced with Jeff Rock DSD anymore since the initial poking and prodding?
You're making it sound real weird. That was a string of there we go.
You know, like you're licking it, you're plugging into it. Oh, well, I only got so many words.
Yes. Well, after the first time, the first quote-unquote night, Calvin had left their android body to defrag and decompress and zip file all the information that was already delved into their body. So at some point, if Calvin is given the device, they will see if they can get any more information, especially if there's any star charts or if there's any information on things we might be coming up to for maybe useful materials, energy sources, the like.
Yeah, go for it. Make a presence roll, please, or spirit, whichever you prefer.
We will do presence because that's my best one.
Ooh, okay. Not quite a success, but not awful, not catastrophic. As you're poking and prodding around Jeff Rock DSD a little bit more, you're going back over most of what's in the storage is these sort of diary log entries, and you can scroll through them like a timeline, very much as what had been given to you the first time. I will say you do know that within there are files that match cartographic coordinates. You know that if you could access them properly, it would give you star maps, but you're having a little bit of trouble just because the file formats are so old. They're not quite bitmaps, but they are ancient compared to the technology that you're used to. So accessing them is just a little bit difficult. But you know they're in there.
Alright, it seems it will take more time to defrag the storage and reconstruct file structures in order to obtain the correct information in the order it should appear.
You're also able to use Devil's Luck to see if you want to push and get a slightly better presence roll.
Sure, I'll try that.
Just for fun. Why not?
Yeah, let me that and click that. Boop.
Hey, much better. There we go.
Nice.
You're thinking on it and thinking on it and thinking on it and running all of these processes, and it's weird because your android body lacks nerve endings. Obviously, it is mechanical, but you almost feel a mental and physical click as one of these files, one of these ancient cartographic files opens for you, and you are almost assaulted with an array of star fields, and you try to process it as quickly as they are coming at you, and you are able to discern you now have a map of where you're going. It is in the dead center of this empty space between the two arms of galaxy, the scythe and the tail. It is in the dead center, in the hardest to reach area of this section of the empty. And there is a giant X, as if this were a pirate map of old, that is on a point. There's no planet or star noted there, but that is where the X is nonetheless, and you are in fact headed towards it. You surmise, because that was quite a good roll, you are about 4 days out from this location at your current speed.
So as much excitement as an android body can muster up, I just announce in the middle of the ship, Big Terry crew, I have obtained star chart. I have now very obvious coordinates. We are 4 days out from our destination.
Oh, Ariel gets so excited at that. Ariel's so excited, like, finally something concrete that we can rely on instead of the idea of direction.
I shall display the chart on my face at all times.
Oh, just map.
Yep.
I'm already like eerily invading your personal space. Like I've like there and it's just like in your just real intimately close to staring at and then looking at the compass as if it's going to change anything. Like and I'll ask God and I was just like, can these maps be trusted? Are they? I'm gonna just commune real quick and ask.
Go for it.
Ask. Are we going on a wild goose chase, or should I trust the compass or these map doohickeys that are now here? I don't know. I don't know about no maps.
Oh.
I hit roll. Oh, here it is. Use. There we go.
The death dog has appeared.
I trust very few things.
You rolled a yay.
It says yay, so
says yay.
it would be in the affirmative. So,
you get the
so
sensation.
it would be in the affirmative or in the body.
You get the
No, you tell me. Yeah, like how does it?
Your god, which is your story, is indicating that both the mix of the compass and the map is a good thing. You now have direction and magnitude. This will lead you to quite an incredible story. You almost get a sense of excitement washing over you, which is different than Oliver's like normal nervous, zealous attitude. This is like pure joy almost, like the thrill
How tall
of an
is
adventure
Calvin?
you had.
How
How
tall
tall
is
is Calvin?
Yeah, I think the android body is about a nice even 6 foot tall.
Okay, so you're a little taller than me. I would definitely have had to climb a little bit of you, rudely or whatever. But I am just kind of like in your face to get like, and once again, very close, very like if we'd be breathing on each other, if
Fogging
you were breathing.
the glass. A little bit.
Definitely like. Just there. At one point, turning you to look at the map in the distance is gonna fix things. And then I look at everybody else and give everybody else a thumbs up, like they're not lying.
I assure you, I have zero intention of lying.
And then I let you know you're okay. Like, don't worry, it's okay. You're right.
All right,
Okay.
thank you, Captain Oliver.
Oh my goodness.
Oh. Then I walk away confused, not sure where we left things at that. It's like,
Amazing. Hydrate has been redeemed, so everyone, if you can.
Hydrate.
It is hot. Thank you for the hydrate. Yeah, it is this interesting mix of faith and technology coming together to confirm that you are on the right path. Very much so. Like, there is no doubt from the technological evidence and just your conviction. You know that this is the way to go. You're not sure what you're going to find. Based on the logs, there is a lot of treasure, and I will say, Calvin, the maps, the multiple star charts that you received so quickly, some of those weren't where this treasure is hidden. You get the sense that some of these are where the treasure came from. So you now have context for what, or even culturally, what might be found at wherever it is you're going. And the maps that you received were from all over the Beacon Galaxy, from all arms of it. Again, from a very long time ago. We're talking a millennia or more. But a lot of it came from the core, where the wealthiest and most advanced planets reside. So there is quite a hoard out there. Now you know exactly where it is. Pyric, what have you been up to?
I don't think she has paid too much attention to all of this. We'll get there if we get there, and if we don't, we'll find something else. She has just been essentially spar practicing with all of her arms, trying to make sure that every single arm is capable of wielding her rapier, just in case.
Ooh. I would love for you to make an agility as you're going through these movements and motions and practices. Oh! Oh no! You hit a little space turbulence. It sets you off balance a little bit. You drop your rapier in a little bit of frustration, but it's fine. It's undamaged. But you might have a little bit of embarrassment going on, if Pierre can feel such a thing.
She just kind of brushes herself off as if she meant to do that, and dips into a very low bow and sweeps her rapier off of the ground.
Beautiful, amazing. I love just like these little slice of life moments on the ship, but I think it's time to throw something a little interesting your way. Let's see.
More legs. There's just legs.
More legs.
everywhere.
Just a pile of legs falls from
That's
space.
what tripped her up. Doing fine until legs got in the way.
I technically got some new legs. Tentacles count as legs.
Oh.
Technically, we have some spares on the deck. If nobody picked
Oh
them
my!
up.
Have you kept those? It's been 5 days. They smell.
I
so
never
bad.
cleaned them up. That's not my job. Like I said, I removed them.
Not my job
Ben
either. I don't know
probably
whose
ate
job
them
this
at
is.
some point.
Oh, Ben. Ben, no.
Nobody else was taking care of them. Ben just kind of just chews on them.
I mean,
Ben
you know
doesn't
what?
believe
Buddy.
in waste.
It's resourceful. What else
Recycling is
are we going to do
important,
with
guys.
them? Exactly.
Oh no. Yeah, I mean,
Recycle.
use every part, I guess.
Use every part of the enemy.
It's one way
That's
to
the
look at
most nature-friendly and ethical way. Use every part of the enemy. Oh no. One moment. We got to get a new caption link for someone. Apologies.
Oh.
Just take 1 sec.
Did Pierre, when you had the little whoopsie, like, did you look to see if anybody was around? Did you not care? Like I'm just curious because Oliver was, like I said, he's always jotting crap down. So I was like, would he have to like avert his eyes, or like would he be like?
She was more focused on turning the fumble into a piece of the performance, so to speak.
Mhm.
So she wasn't too focused on. If she started looking around to see if who saw, that would be a little bit more suspicious than turning the fumble into a bow.
Respect.
It's less that you dropped it and more that you were done using it, so you threw it away.
Yeah.
It's a tactical move.
Hmm.
Amazing. You all, as I'm gonna say this happens right as Pirk is recovering her sword, her rapier. You are in the middle of nowhere space. You are in the middle of the empty. There are tales of oddities out here. I mean, you've already encountered a wormhole, but it wouldn't be surprising if there was some form of life that exists out here, similar to how we have deep ocean creatures. Which I love them so much. You all, as Pirk, as you stand back up gracefully with your sword, you are hit in the face by a small, gelatinous, tentacled creature. It is vibrantly purple and pink, and it's got 2 large, bulbous, pale yellow eyes. And it is just staring at you as you hold it.
It's a baby.
Is it like slimy? Is
It's
it like?
very slimy.
Damn it! We
Is it
can't
a
escape
baby?
it.
I think
Is it a
she's kind of
baby?
just like holding it, like pulls it away and holding it in her claws, just kind of. She's not really sure what to do with something that colorful or that has the audacity to hit her in the face.
And as you're staring at it, Oliver, one hits you in the back of the head. And Calvin, one lands on your helmet, and these creatures begin just raining down on your ship.
Okay.
Drawn in by the artificial gravity, you have caught them.
Ben is just standing there like a grizzly bear standing in the water, like trying to
Yes,
grab
flap,
his
flap, 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 flap.
I'm just trying to grab them out of the air.
Make an agility. See if you can grab one like a snowflake.
Agility.
Catch that salmon, bear.
Yeah, there we go.
Get it.
17.
Excellent. You are able to, with uncommon grace for Ben, whether it's by your actual agility or just sheer size of your mouth,
Yeah,
able to
there's
catch
just
quite
so
a
many
few.
of them. Yeah.
it's just a matter of numbers at this point,
Yeah.
as there are dozens of these things raining down, caught in the gravity of your ship.
Is it turning his mouth colors like when you eat like a slushy?
Yeah, like a gusher. Oh no. Wraith, odds or evens on on whichever one you say, it'll do that.
Odds.
Odds. Let's see.
It would be odd.
Yep. Ben, your mouth is surprisingly a vibrant shade of green.
Perfect.
Ooh.
They taste like sour apple, guys.
I think it's Simpson.
Can I roll to kind of like identify what these creatures are, or if there is any
Yeah.
knowledge of them?
Go ahead, make a presence check, please.
Okie dokie. Oh. Well, it says I don't have a lot of presence, but in my head I like to think.
You're a computer. Yeah.
We believe in you.
2. That's a 2.
Oh no.
Sweet. That's a sweet little 2.
I don't know if you've been out in the empty a lot, and certainly on the times you haven't encountered these. They're
Yeah.
just squishy little guys, and there are a bunch of them on your ship.
Are they like? Go ahead.
Go,
No, I was
please.
gonna say, when I hold them, does it like sting at all? Is it just slimy?
Ooh,
Does it stick
it's-
to my hand?
It's interesting that when you initially touch, they are soft and a little slimy, but if you were to like grip a little harder, not like enough to crush, but just giving a little bit of firmness to your hold, they seem to be hard on the inside, almost like there's a tennis ball or something on the inside, underneath a layer of really squishy muscle and skin.
It's like that has to be some sort of bone or something.
Cartilage,
No.
something, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can throw it off the ship.
Oh, make a strength check.
I
Just yeet them.
Make
Yeah,
a yeet roll.
yeet.
Roll
Roll
for
to yeet. Roll to yeet. Oh, that is a 6.
You throw it, but there must just be something that they're really latching onto in the ship's artificial gravity that sends it flying back to you. You
Oh,
could
God.
not get it to
Like-
escape.
Like spitting into a fan and it just blows it
Oh,
back
no.
at you.
Are they just like a sloppy koosh ball, or when they land, are they like then like sucking and eating at things, or like you know what I mean? Is it
That's
just
a
like
lot of words I did not like?
yeah? I don't like any of the things that but you know what I mean. I just want to make
They're
sure are they
not
just like a mess, or are they slowly like just vying to cling at something to
Do
Yeah,
you
know
they're
what I
like
mean?
trying to cling. They're trying to.
Are they face huggers?
They're
Yeah,
not quite
like,
that bad. They're not. They don't seem malicious. They don't seem very fast.
they're just like
or
little
smart.
dumb little squishy
dumb little
jellyfish that
squishy
just like
squid
hit us
things,
and
yeah.
okay. Okay, because I was definitely like reaching for a harpoon, right? I was like, oh, okay.
No, they're all
Uh,
the ones that have like fallen are trying to like right themselves. Some of them are just spinning in little circles because they can't figure out which way's up. Like,
Okay.
it's just a whole mess, and they're not the most pleasant smelling thing in the world or in the galaxy.
Oh God. Oh.
Well, incapable of smell, Calvin's
Yay.
just gonna walk around, slowly start collecting them up, find an empty barrel or crate and start collecting them into said thing, trying to get them all gathered up.
Yeah, they won't resist. They'll like start chittering up as you like pick them up.
Make noise?
Yeah.
No, you can't have them make
Mogwai?
noise.
You can just made it like a Furby? Like
Right.
Yeah, of course they make a cute noise. Yeah, how could they not?
oh, God. I'm gonna saddle up to Ben. It's just like how
And Ben
How
has
do
the
they-
like
how do they-
them
how do
dripping
they
off
taste?
his mouth.
they taste
Uh,
good or what?
Rosie, how do these things taste?
They taste pretty darn good. You think they taste fruity?
Yeah.
You determine you have not. Well, I mean, you have an iron stomach. They have not given you any sort of gastrointestinal distress yet. Remains to be
Furby,
seen.
hold on a second. The Furby's just got into the shot.
Oh my gosh, there's a Furby.
That's freaking horrifying. You know what I mean?
Oh,
It's a
It gets worse.
Here's the thing. The moment I saw the top of that Furby, I went, "Is that a long Furby?"
That was a jump
It looks like
scare,
a long
right?
Furby.
He's longer.
Oh,
What are these nightmare Furbies?
Yes.
It's fettuccine and macaron.
no!
Oh my
I
Someone in
love
the chat knew what they
Amazing.
were
That's
called.
incredible. That's incredible.
I'm sorry, but that was
Oh,
like,
that's
I'm like,
so
pay
much.
attention to what's happening with the collection of the things, and I was like, that's a Furby saddling up over there.
I am making notes. That'll be your next
That's a-
monster encounter. Just two long
Furby.
intergalactic Furbies. Good lord.
Yes.
God,
Oh man.
shouldn't have
Reel
affected
it
me as
back
much
in.
as it did.
Oliver's collecting these things into a barrel. Ben has said.
I'm not doing it.
Okay.
Oh, it is.
That's right. I'm sorry.
Ben is just kind of like sitting there. If he notices that that Calvin is like looking for a barrel to start gathering these things up, he just immediately goes over to like a wardrobe that like clearly should have like clothing in it, and opens it up, and it's just filled with boxes and bags. And like pulls it out. That's where he thought they went. So he's just pulling out like burlap sacks and handing them to people to start gathering them. When Oliver asks him how they taste, he just goes, "Food," and then just eats another one of it. Just crunches down on it.
There's a crunch and a pop. It's
Yeah.
not pleasant to listen to.
Yeah.
So I'm holding one. They have a heft. Do they have a heft? Do they weigh like, all right, for the sake of argument, like the amount of like a puppy? Is that like the
It's
weight,
a little less than
roughly?
a puppy, somewhere between a puppy and a softball.
Oh. Okay.
Heavier than a
So-
softball. I'm trying to think like what would be.
That's how I measure weight. Anything but the metric system here in the States.
So I'm staring at this thing.
It's like 1.5 softballs.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, so I'm definitely staring at it. It's cooing. It's got like anime doe eyes, I guess. Like
Oh
it's
yeah,
just
it's got like the two big squid eyes just looking up at you.
So, do these things look like the Splatoon creatures?
Not quite that shape. More like, and I'm gonna make it
the
so-
alien from Men in Black, the baby, like
Not quite
from the,
like that. Do you know a Dumbo squid or Dumbo octopus?
Oh, yeah.
So just like really round, really stubby tentacles. The baby octopus from Finding Nemo is the best like visual.
Yeah. You see this tentacle? It's actually shorter than all my other tentacles.
Yeah, it's
but
like
you
that.
Can't really tell.
Okay.
Oh, the
Especially
Dumbo
when
octopus
Ben is
so-
eating me.
I know.
Okay.
They're so cute.
They're really
Okay, yeah.
cute.
So
Yeah.
I'm definitely got one in like apple like about to be eaten formation.
Mhm.
And I'm just staring at the munching of one, and then staring at this one, and then I feel like it would just flash cut to it on my shoulder as I'm putting more in a barrel. Like I don't know what we're gonna do with these things, but I think I have a rule where if I've seen your face, I can't eat you, and just I don't know if I could do this one.
You can't eat food that's looking back at you.
I name things, hence Jeff Rock's DSD, so I can't.
What's the
if
one
I-
on your
if I'm
shoulder's
g-
name?
Huh?
What's the one on
Oh.
your shoulder's name?
Damn it.
Damn it's a good name.
Jeff. Oh, damn it. Yeah, damn it. That's good. Damn it, Tentacles. DSD. And that's gonna be that's the mental like categorizing. That's just everything for this
DSD.
journey's gonna DSD is gonna be like the chronicles that's just gonna be
It's
like
the file
filed
name.
under the file
Yeah.
name
Mm.
to help me sort it. So damn it, Tentacles. And it's just currently there, and just like just getting more. Do you think they're worth money? I don't know what. Just This is cutting into my writing time. Just god damn it.
Part
I mean,
of me
sometimes
is
people buy exotic pets.
Now
Oh
you have a
god, do they
barrel
eat each
then.
other in the barrel? Like I don't know. We don't know what these things do. Like this is just I don't know. Let's just be real now.
I'm just me as a player is just really worried about a squid tribble situation right now.
Yes.
Oh no.
I feel like
So-
does Ben know we're cleaning them up, or does Ben think we're collecting like a snack like pantry
Ben is
for you?
100% like as soon as bags and barrels are filled, he is taking them down to the galley. And like
Okay, you
putting-
think we're stocking
putting
up? You
lids
think we're
on
stocking the
barrels,
pantry?
tying bags
That's what
shut. Yeah,
because
we're collecting
I'm just
food.
yeah. I think I'm just like getting them out of the way, and I don't know if we're all vocalizing what we're doing. Otherwise, out of game, Ben. We have to realize Ben's gonna eat these bastards. Like this is just the reality.
Yep.
I personally, as Ariel, want to go see if there's a way to not turn off the gravity pool but lessen it, so we're not attracting these like little guys and they're not being like magnetized pulled to us. Like maybe it was turned up. I'm not gonna lie, I would not be surprised if someone went and just turned it up to 100 when it really needs to be at 80, and that's why this is happening.
That'd be a question for your cabin bro, Tim.
Yeah. I go over to Tim and I go, Tim, what is the current rate of the gravitational pull of the ship?
Well, and he'll like tap a little dial. It's currently at 110%.
Why is it at 110%?
Oh, so that we don't go flying off into space.
It just needs to be at 100, I feel like.
That tracks. Just wanted to be extra safe.
I love this, and that's very kind of you. I think 100 is going to be just fine. Do you think you can reset it back to 100, please?
Yeah, sure, no problem. And he'll turn it down. You do feel like a little bit of weight lift off of you.
Yeah.
Tim's a fucking Rugrats character.
I can't be
Yeah,
next
sure, no
to
problem.
I
Just
I
pull
rolled-
a screwdriver out of my diaper and just adjust this.
Listen, he's
rolled-
just a baby.
I love it.
I rolled to
Sorry.
throw damn it tentacles at Tim. Like I was hoping that
No.
a squid would just hit him in the face,
No.
and that would be a fun end to the scene. Instead, I rolled a 1. What's the worst possible situation that could happen with me throwing the squid? At
you
this
hit
little
me.
guy?
Am I allowed to be
Talking to
really?
him.
Am I allowed to be really mean?
I just chucked at him because I was annoyed. And I was like, "Damn it, Tim!" Like,
As you chuck it, it's right when Tim lowers the gravity and damn it, tentacles goes flying up into space.
I mean, that is where he came from.
Yeah,
It's
you
just me.
turn
It's
it
just
You
me
can hear-
staring.
What?
It's just me
You
staring
can
into the
hear him
distance.
sobbing.
Oh.
Oliver,
He
we
gives a
still
little
have
wave.
containers of them. There you go.
No, I don't want I'm gonna be over here. Just ignore me. I don't care. I'm just go over here and write in my book.
I am confirming that wasn't a pet death. They will go on and live a wonderful happy
Oh yeah,
life in
are we
space.
like in a cloud of these? Is this a blizzard of tiny squids? Like
It
I was
was
about to
a
say how.
swarm, a school of squids.
Okay, so they're just gonna keep swirling because of the gravity. I was about to say, is this
Yeah.
an ocean of them? How were we not
It
just
was
gonna pass through
the
it
number
and
that are on
done?
the deck is the number that you happen to run into. It was a pod of them.
Okay.
Mm.
Yeah.
It's just like, are we gonna? But still, we don't want to attract any other things. We don't want that to happen any other way. So,
Oh my gosh. Poor,
All right.
poor tentacles.
Shall I
Poor damn
eat
it,
the
tentacles.
remainder to join, damn it?
Actually, yes. And I'll help you out. And I begin to help Calvin, kind of releasing them back into the
Oh
ether.
my gosh, like the most bizarre confetti. You are-
Ben, they're throwing away your food, bro.
Ben looks very confused.
Me and Ben are sitting in the distance, staring into the void.
Pierre, are you helping with the eating of the space squids, or are you just watching?
Yeah, I'm not that sounds fun, actually. I do think but I don't think I'm being gentle about it. I think I'm seeing how far I can throw them.
Oh, make a strength
Yeah, you
check
know-
just to see how average this is going. How
You know them space squids, they only good for two things, yeeting and eating.
eating and yeeting. Oh my gosh, you have a pitcher's arm on you. They are just getting launched into space. Again, none of them are getting hurt, but just as they exit the ship's gravity.
Ben comes up from below deck, carrying a full barrel of these things,
Oh gosh.
and just flings it off into space.
Make a strength check, please.
Please tell me you threw a barrel of squids and not like grain.
You're
17. No,
Yeah,
it's a barrel
you're
of
fine.
squids.
It's a barrel of squids, and it's like releasing a bunch of balloons as they
Yeah, there's no
exit
lid
gravity.
on it. Like, he's
and-
not
yeah.
eating a sealed barrel of squids, and just basically like as the lid off of it is holding it, and just goes like catapults a barrel full of them away from the ship.
You know, barrels
Amazing.
aren't cheap. We could have told him to save the barrel.
I think he
Now
kept
the
the
barrel.
barrel. Yeah, he's just kind of empty.
Oh, I thought you chucked the full barrel.
No, like bailing water out of a
Okay.
boat. You
Yeah.
got the
That was
bucket
a
and
You're
full
bailing
barrel just-
squids.
I thought it was
Yeah,
a barrel
I'm bailing
spinning
squids.
slowly in space, spilling out squids. That's what I imagined.
It sounds
It's
like a
kind
Mario
of a beautiful
Kart item.
image. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
kind of a beautiful
Yeah.
image.
It is a bit ethereal as you kind of watch them all drift away. Again, they're not really good at self-propulsion, so they're just kind of aimlessly heading in a direction away. And you're able to sort of like wave goodbye as Dammit et al. Go into space and live out the rest of their little squid lives. There are a couple on the deck that didn't quite make it. But other than that, you all have survived the squid swarm in a very unique way. Ben has a full belly, which is rare for deep space travel. You all have
Feeling
a
good.
very messy deck to swab. Whoever wants to take up that responsibility. But yes, it is now quite a bit more calm on the deck of Big Boy Terry, as you are able to have an uneventful rest of your day, whatever that looks like for you.
Oh, I'm definitely just kind of helping clean up the deck, releasing these things back into the wild. It's nice to be busy. After that, I don't know. I would like to do like a perimeter check. Like, are there any other little space guys I need to look out for?
Ooh, make a presence check or spirit, please.
Spirit. Ooh, okay. That is going to be a 17.
Ooh, as you kind of scan, because that is how you would, being a conduit, it's empty. It's the emptiness of space. You can detect, because you've got long-range sensors, there's life out there. It is sparse. It is very spread out. You detect the squids. They are still close enough to pop on your radar. There's a couple other small swarms and schools of things out there. A couple of rather large things you probably want to avoid. With a 17, it's mostly organic life that you're picking up.
Okay, that's
Occasional
good.
asteroid, occasional body of something, like a celestial body.
Okay. I just want to make sure that we don't hit another pod of creatures.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
smart. As with what you've just scanned, you are able to adjust slightly, still heading very much in the right direction, but hopefully avoiding a squid storm again,
Okay.
or anything else that might be out there.
Yeah. With that, I'm like, I don't sleep, but I guess I'm just gonna enjoy myself on the deck.
Just taking perimeter and thinking.
Yeah, walking around, taking a turn about the deck.
And it's a sloop, so it's not super big, but there's enough space to move around and walk around. You're not at maximum crew for this size ship, but you're certainly you're not cramped. You're not wanting for space. anything else anyone would like to do before we close out this day of travel? All right, we'll move on to the next day.
We punished Tim, right? We punished Tim
We're
appropriately.
not gonna punish him. We're not gonna punish him.
But he did mess up. I'm just like nobody. Okay, if it was just okay, I want to make sure if that was the consensus. Like
He's a baby. He's a Rugrats baby. We
He's
can't
just
punish
a baby. We have established he is a grown-ass man.
yes,
But-
yes,
Yeah,
Just
he's
a
a grown-ass
baby.
man in the way that I'm a
Baby.
grown-ass man.
full adult.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
I will say the next day, whether it's just from the awe-inspiring sight of a bunch of squid flying into the sky, or you just had a particularly good dinner the night before, you all feel rejuvenated. You feel like you could take on the galaxy. You all have an extra 4 hit points this morning as you wake up.
Oh,
Ooh.
Just something in the air, if you can call it that. Here it is, recycled atmosphere. Something in the recycled atmo on
There's
this
something
ship.
in the squid.
There's something in the squid. Whether it was like a little bit of that squid juice getting recycled into the rebreather or what, you just feel pretty darn good this morning. I think I lost Madeline.
good to know. What?
Hmm?
Oh no.
Madeline, can you hear? Oh, nope, they dropped.
Oh, no.
Let's give them a second to pop back on. But yeah, you
But
all
Tim
have...
should have been punished, right? We all like know.
If you
like,
want
you know,
to, do you want to have
like,
a convo
you know
with
what I mean?
Tim?
No,
You're the captain.
no. I mean, that's been said once, but like has we? I don't know if we've had that conversation with everybody.
Oh, no.
Oh no.
What's happening?
God, we're dropping like flies.
Oh no.
I just
Because
gave you
wait,
hit points and everyone
it's
died.
Tim. It's Tim. It's freaking Tim. He
Oh,
knows what's
no.
happening. And
Tim
he's
just
gunning.
keeps lowering the gravity to get rid of it.
Oh
one
my
by
god.
one.
Yeah, look, he just keeps what is it? His first week on the ship?
Here we see
Who
you.
hired Tim?
Tim
Seems
has
like
been
You're the
your
captain.
something. Yeah, it seems like something the captain would have taken care of.
Yeah.
We need to
obviously.
talk about that. We need to have words.
With you?
Well, with words, we have to have words with whoever the captain is.
You.
There we go. Okay,
Well,
back up and running.
Well,
it
that
looks
needs to
like.
be determined.
Everyone's
You're
back on the
gonna
overlay.
keep
We are
that
looking
upbeat.
good.
Yep, we're good. Okay.
So Tim will be at the helm. He's also feeling good. He's got the hit point boost as well. If you want to ruin his day, by all means.
All right. Yeah. No. All right. If we had a ship meeting, right? And I'd be like, are we punishing? Are we punishing Tim for his lack of oversight? Are we doing this?
Why are we punishing Tim?
The whole gravity thing with the squids and damn it and all that.
Did any damage happen to the ship?
I'll look around. Is it real squiddy? Like, is it like
I
covered in
mean,
squid stuff?
Y'all said you were cleaning it up, so it's actually pretty okay. There's no damage.
Labor,
They weren't
emotional
heavy enough.
damage.
Emotional
I don't know.
damage, maybe, probably.
Just these kinds of things can't keep happening.
I mean, to be fair,
once.
it's something I would expect you to do. So
I've been meaning to talk about that. Now, there's a lot I have my mind on right now, and I can't. There's the word captain has been thrown around a lot, really fast and loose, and I think that it's just probably better if we kind of maybe see if somebody's better suited for this, so I can focus on the more important things. I had a very scientific method for figuring this out, and he's gonna pull out these little slips of paper, and he's just like, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna, except for you, Tim, you go the hell over there, you wait.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go up to everybody and it's just like and I hold out these little slips and I was like, just read this out loud.
What
who
do
wants
they
to go
say?
first? Okay.
Calvin immediately reaches.
You won't know.
My God, what's
who did it?
happening?
Calvin.
Calvin? Okay. Okay, this one's for you then. I'm gonna put it in the chat that we're all the video. There we go.
Video
Just read
chat.
that. Yeah.
I feel the need for speed.
Okay. Who's next?
What is happening? Do they
What?
all
I'm
say
just-
the same thing?
No, they don't.
Okay.
He would
Pyrrhic
say
will
that. No,
take
they
one.
don't.
Pyrrhic
Yeah.
will take one. She's curious.
I look at Pyrrhic and I'm like, all right, Dick, what are you doing? We have bigger
Okay.
matters to attend to.
I ignore.
I'm
I ignore
entertaining
this.
him.
I ignore this whole line of. That's
What else
prepared.
is there
This
to
was
do on the ship?
So you're telling me there's a chance?
Okay. Okay. And then I'm gonna go up to Ben and who's left? It's Ben and character names. I'm forgetting character
Alice.
names.
Ben and
No!
Ariel.
There we go. Yeah,
Ariel.
yeah. Ben and Ariel, and I'm just between you both, like frantically, like my eyes are like, you need to read these. It's just
Ben-
like I'm holding them
Ben
out to
will
you.
hold out his hand.
Okay.
Wait, can Ben read?
Oh, that's gonna be the one that this is this one. There we go.
Ben takes the paper and looks at it and then just eats it.
Okay. Okay. And then I go up to Ariel, and there's just the one piece of paper left. Once again, this is a choice. You don't have to do this. This is a really dumb thing you don't
Oh.
have to do.
No, it's okay. I am so curious as to what is on this paper. And I think Ariel's intrigued. Ariel, when Ariel opens it, it just looks up and goes, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that.
And then I once again, he has a problem with invading personal space. He would go up to you and grab your shoulders. He's like, "You've passed the test." And then it's just like, "This is your new captain. Don't bother me." And I'm gonna go, right? I'm just gonna go over. You're just gonna hear me yelling at Tim, right? It's just, and it will be just about general things that like he had no control over. It's like, why are these ropes brown? And it's just like, it's just general nonsense, right? It's like, don't bother me. And then I'm gonna go sit on the box that has a bunch of broken stuff in it and just go back to writing, balancing a plank on and like not have any, like I walked away from this. So you're in charge right now. Based off of his very scientific method, this is what's happened.
So
You're in
Ariel's now the captain.
According to the logic of this game, this very scientific algorithm that Oliver has devised. Yes.
Okay.
Ariel is like,
Crew structure
what just
reformatting.
happened?
Reformatting
It sounds
done.
like you were made captain.
Captain
No,
Ariel.
no, don't say it.
Do you wish
Ben
to
just kind of looks at
further
you.
format the crew?
What if this was like a democracy sort of situation? Because I
They
don't
accept-
like making executive decisions.
They accepted their role with grace and dignity. As I narrate my writing in the background.
Yeah. I look to the group. I'm like, okay, what do you all want to do? What is your course of action? Do we still want to find this treasure?
I'm very much
I mean, I don't see why
intrigued.
not.
The data we've
Well, I guess we're gonna keep pressing forward then. Is it a bad time to say I don't know how to drive this thing?
I got it. Don't worry.
Okay, and Tim, you're not in trouble. Just please be more cautious.
He just looks so dejected.
at the very least stay away from Oliver. You seem to raise his heart rate.
Yes.
Oh well, maybe that's good out here. I don't know. Calvin, can I look at the map on your face so that I know where we're going?
Of course.
He's gonna like study it so hard. Like, not as close as Oliver was, but he's like just gonna like stare and stand, like take notes so that he won't have to like have you stand with him the whole time. And he's like looking, he's like, okay. I think I got it. Got the coordinates. We're definitely heading in the right direction. He says that super matter-of-factly as he retakes the helm.
Let's full speed ahead. I don't know.
And then he floors it, and you all kind of.
I fall off my box. God damn it, Tim! It's just like
Yeah, the gravity's been reduced. So. Yeah,
hanging on to the back of the ship.
Yeah.
Has it? What? Well, 100. I'm thinking about 110% gravity. Wouldn't like our feet have made indentations into the ship?
We would have just been a little heavier. I think we would have been like, you know.
Ben might have, because 10% more gravity on Ben definitely
is a lot more
would have made
gravity.
an impact.
Yeah, we would have just felt heavier. Yeah, you're right, Judy.
Ben's the only one that would have had a much bigger impact on, just because he
was moving boxes?
Yeah!
Ben's very strong.
I've watched Dragon Ball Z. You're strong as hell, man. Like, you are real strong.
My goodness. See, you all have elected? I don't quite know the rules of what just happened.
Ariel earned.
Sure, why not?
That
Ariel
was
earned that spot. That was earned. Yeah.
I was half expecting the last piece of paper to say, like, I am the captain now.
That's what I was waiting for as well.
Ah, that would have, yeah.
That would have objectively been better.
My goodness.
I had the rules of how this was going to work, and what you just described would have objectively been better than what I did. But
still
Oliver's
love it.
not.
That's so
Oliver.
That's so kind of you to say. Thank you.
Yeah, Oliver. What I did though was true
That's
to Oliver.
why you're captain now.
This is
You made a better system for
what I did was true to
captain.
Oliver. I didn't say it was the best way to handle it, but what you said was way better and smarter and would have been way clever. But this was just he knew what he was gonna do, or I knew what he was gonna do.
Okay.
My goodness. As Tim floors it, for lack of a better word, and you kind of get thrown back a little bit. Ariel, your sensors, which I assume you've been keeping up, ping something behind you.
I am gonna go look behind the ship. I'm gonna go to the back deck and do some scanning. Oh, it's a new day. I have to roll a new arcane ritual.
Oh, yes, you do.
I plug myself into the internet, and
you got 5G even out here somehow.
yeah, I connect myself. I'm like, 1 second. I do think though, when Ariel connects to like its former life as like an AI assistant, connecting back to the internet causes like the light, like eyes to glow, and it's a little creepy. I have something, I can't read it because it's written weird. It's in a weird font. I think it's heart hex. Increase the reaction of one creature by 1 level. If they are already friendly, they fall in love with a creature of your choice for D4 plus spirit days.
Amazing. That might actually help you in what's to come.
Also, did your tentacles attract that pod of like, was that a direct tie of?
Honestly, it's a good coincidence.
It's a very good coincidence. So you've done your ritual, but you are now picking up something on your scanners, on your sensors. And as you go to look behind you, make a presence check, please.
Okay. That is a 5.
Ooh. You don't see anything, but you don't have a gut either. I was gonna say you have a gut feeling, but like there's there's something out there.
Things can feel off.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pull aside.
It's like coding where the code doesn't work, but it doesn't tell you why.
Yeah. Just a funny feeling in your code.
I'm gonna pull aside Calvin and be like, can you scan? Something went off and I can't shake the feeling. Can you scan the horizon for me?
Of course. Calibrating. Searching.
Make a presence roll.
Right.
Oh, you roll a lot of 10s. I feel bad.
Yeah.
With
I'm just
that-
your average android.
just your average android. You don't see. Oh, who'd we lose?
Oh,
Natalie. Here.
We lost Wraith.
Oh, Wraith. Oh, no, not. Sorry.
Okay,
There
I'm
we
back.
go.
You don't see anything out there, but you also kind of get that sense that something is behind you and gaining on you.
Okay.
I confirm there is something, but I cannot pinpoint its location.
Would you mind standing as a lookout right here? Just keep scanning.
Affirmative. And I pull out my gun and it expands into a musket.
You are now on sentry duty.
is everybody made aware of this? Like, or is it an announcement, or is it
Oh
just
yeah,
kind of
I'm
like your
I'm starting to alert everyone, but like one at a time, not a big announcement. So I go to Fearic and I'm like, hey, I think something is following us and they're advancing. Calvin's on watch duty right now, but I think we need to be on high alert.
Do you think it's the ones we stole this map from? They seemed awful mad.
They really did, and I'm really hoping it's not them. So maybe we should prepare for the worst.
I mean, it could be worse. It could be
Oh, it can always be
authorities.
worse. Ariel, like the Chandler meme, like the eyes popping out of the head at the word authorities. You're like, right, it could be the authorities.
All the way out here and empty?
Anything's possible.
I don't know. There could be an undercover cop. Could be undercover cop.
An unmarked sloop.
unmarked sloop? Classic.
Yeah, and then I tell Ben, and I'm like, I think there's someone gaining on us. To be quite frank, I'm freaking out a bit.
You open up to Ben?
The minute you mention that, Ben goes like and just stands on the back of the ship, like looking frantically.
Go
Okay.
ahead and make a presence check, Ben.
It's gonna be so bad.
Don't know if you don't
No,
try.
but it might be
Oh,
good.
It's
yeah,
an
no.
8.
That certainly is space.
Then I go to alert Oliver last. I kind of
Not Tim, who's controlling the speed of your ship.
well, Tim is in his own little world right now. You
Tim
know,
is.
he's going.
Tim's
I'm a
humming.
little afraid if he goes
Because
faster.
you coddle
he
him
might-
and you don't punish him enough.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry. Am I your ex-wife? Why are you talking to me like
I don't know why. I'm so sorry.
What
I
did
hate,
Tim ever do?
I don't know why I've developed this with Tim. I don't know what's happened, and I feel so bad.
Oh my
man!
God.
Every time I play with Junie, he develops a very specific like tone towards one NPC, and there's never any explanation for it.
Oh my gosh, so you've gone to tell Oliver about that you're being
Yeah,
followed.
I tell Oliver we're being followed, and then I go tell Tim,
Oh.
and I. Yes,
I
what
was
do you
gonna
want to say?
say, if I'm writing, I would go. It's just like,
Uh-huh.
okay, I made you captain, so I wouldn't have to worry about this kind of stuff. Are they at least interesting?
We don't know what they are yet.
I'm gonna ask the compass. Are they dangerous? Are they? I think I would just
Ooh.
say, are they interesting?
Please.
And
That's
I'm
what I
like,
would
no.
I would ask the compass. I would ask my stupid compass. Are they interesting?
Yep.
That's how I phrase it.
I'm hoping for no.
I know. Me too.
Hey. Are they interesting? Yeah, sure. Isn't everyone?
But to the story, like would
Oh, to
I
the
be like,
story,
would it-
yes,
because I
very
would. I
interesting.
always want like adventure and like those experiences. If it's just like, oh, we're being chased by people trying to get their stuff back. Oh, it's somebody that is trying to beat us there. That's not interesting, you know. But if it's, you know, exciting pirate shenanigans, that's interesting.
It's definitely interesting. Whatever is there, it will certainly make your day not as mundane. It'll be something to write about.
I'm seeing the compass do fun spinnies, and I'm gonna grab my hat and I'm gonna say, it's just like, aye, Captain, and I'm gonna run to the back of the ship and perch myself on Ben. On Ben.
On Ben?
Yeah,
Ben is
on
at
Ben in the
the-
distance.
Rock
I got
climbing.
binoculars. I have so many props here, y'all. It's like, it's just, I have
like
Why do you have
I'm like
binoculars?
ready.
If he
I'm
was going
ready.
to listen to his captain.
Ben is standing at the back of the ship, throwing rocks, just pitching rocks off the back of the ship at what he assumes is an invisible ship that he can't see.
Oh my
He's
god.
just throwing things.
Where are you getting rocks from? Oh gosh, Ben! Ben, make an agility or strength check as you're throwing rocks.
To be
Ben,
fair, that
stop
would be
throwing
very
your
intimidating.
skin.
That's very intimidating.
That's very
It's a 9.
scary.
A 9.
I can't see anything. I'm just throwing rocks into space.
You're just throwing rocks into space. I will say it is at about this time, as you are launching effectively projectiles, that you are launching them behind the ship. It is next to the ship that another materializes.
Whoa.
See your
That
crew.
explains
loud
why I
voice.
missed.
Yeah, there.
You hear the
absolutely.
loudest, like, fuck from Ariel.
And it is
It's only
keeping-
your first day.
First day as captain, and this is what happens. Another ship materializes with you, keeping perfect pace, almost as if you two are suspended in the same bubble. You see a crew that includes a large, sort of spindly Spider-Man, similar to the one that you fought, Pyrrhic. You do see the one that you fought just kind of propped up on a barrel with like new, very fresh legs, not quite fully developed yet, but he's working on it. You see another spider creature of about the same size as the one that you fought, almost a twin, but with all their legs and arms, kind of menacingly staring at you. You see a small alien woman. You see a tall, elegant, nondescript, pointed-eared, no-mouth alien with pale white skin and pale white hair. And then behind them all, kind of just standing stoically, is this incredibly large, yellow golden scaled creature with a jaw that's mechanical and a leg that is been constructed from different gears and old tech. And with one laser eye, he stares at you all and brandishes a sword. I think we got something to talk about, don't we? And that is where we're going to take our break. All right, so you all are in quite a spot at the moment. You have another ship that is running parallel with yours, almost locked in sync. You have someone brandishing a sword at you, though they haven't made an aggressive move yet towards your ship. They just want to talk. As they do so. Oh, yes.
I say, 1 second, please. And I'm gonna go back and like, which one of you is like a people person? Derek, are you a people person? Are you good at talking to
Ben
people?
raises his hand.
Ben!
I'm on his back
Oh,
with his bird.
Candy.
I'm chilling up there with his bird. Like,
Yeah. Derek, do you want to talk to them?
I can try at least. I don't think that one is particularly happy to see me.
That hack is staring daggers at you. He knows who you are. Of course he does.
No hard feelings, right?
He just snarls at you.
They're growing back. It's not like I took them permanently.
And he just bares these gnarly looking fangs. Again, we had discussed he has a predator style mouth, and it is kind of chittering and quivering unpleasantly as he snarls at you. This regrowing process can't be terribly fun or comfortable.
Well, I mean, if you're going to be like that, I can take the new ones too.
Let's see how he feels about that real quick. Oh, you have successfully demoralized this man. He actually shrinks back a little bit. He stops snarling and he almost recedes behind his twin brother. Seems like you've already started negotiations, whether you intended to or not. You have made contact with the crew. I take it you're the captain. He points at you, Pyrrhic.
Oh, no.
She didn't win the game.
Pardon.
Then I point at Ariel.
You're the captain. Staring at
mean,
Ariel.
like, by the loosest of definitions, yes, I'm the captain.
You speak for all these here?
I look at them. I'm like, is it okay if I speak for all of you right now, I guess?
Well, Calvin has been in like rifle mode, so they're just like on the side of the ship, like barrel aimed on the other crew because no one told him to stop. So he's just.
Ben just gives you double thumbs ups.
I shall remain in active firing mode then.
Okay, thank you, Calvin. And I turn around and yes, I do speak for my crew. Hi, how can I help you?
You all got something of ours we'd like back.
What?
It's about this big, and he points to Tim. You know what I'm talking about, right? And Tim, who has been quiet throughout the majority of this interaction, kind of looks sheepishly at the rest of you and kind of slowly nods. He's the one that stole it after all.
Did we save any of those squids? I'm not asking out loud. I'm asking like narratively. Did we save any of those squids?
Ben?
Ben looks really like sheepish. I absolutely did. I messaged Rosie immediately and was like, the whole bag of those squids slashed away down below deck.
Would I know where Ben's hiding spots are?
Hilarious.
Oh man.
If for nothing else, the smell.
What's the like?
Isn't there just a bag of like
hidden away a bag of squids?
Again, it's not a huge ship, so you know of a couple like loose floorboards, but the squids aren't going to like keep quiet. Like there's been obvious Furby-esque noises coming from under the floor of the galley.
Ben hid them in the sense that like Ben couldn't see them where he put them.
Right, so they're obviously hidden.
But Ben is very tall, so it's like under a table. Like he
largely,
can't see
I just
it,
want
so
to
it's
go
gone.
grab one because I feel like it's roughly the same size as what this man is talking about, and just chuck him a squid. Just be like, there you go.
Make an agility and/or presence check. Depending on how you want to spin it. Are you trying to like? Yes. What's the question?
No, it's okay. But like, it's about that size, right? That's like the size I'm looking for, right?
Oh my God, Pyrrhic! Deftly.
Pitcher's arm.
Yes. It actually. Were you aiming for his face? Where were you aiming?
Yes.
I will ask you that instead. You were aiming for his face.
Well, I mean, if he doesn't catch it, it's his own fault. I'm throwing him the thing he's asked for.
And I think you even underestimated how quickly, how the velocity would interact with this squid. Whether it is a weird trick of gravity with the two ships being so close to each other, it just goes, and it smacks him directly in the face and just slides off down past his mechanical jaw. He does not look pleased. He doesn't flinch. He doesn't move. He just stares you down. His attention now having been diverted from the captain.
Ben is also
very good arm, do you?
glaring at Pyrrhic.
The tension is
I mean,
really high.
Yeah, I mean, like that's what you wanted, right? That's about the same size.
Very funny.
You asked us to give it back to you. You should have got it.
We're looking for a map to untold treasure. We needed you all to go find it for us, because you seem to have the missing piece. One of y'all's has a compass. And that was what we needed. Y'all done the hard work for us. Just hand it over. There'll be no trouble.
Can I make an executive decision? Can I make an executive decision for the group?
You're the captain.
That's technically your
I
job.
just threw a squid at this
I
man's
know,
face.
this is me
so
as a
I don't think
player.
I can say no.
This is me as a player asking my fellow players if I can make. I look up at Tim and I yell at Tim, "Full speed ahead, Tim!"
Oh no! Oh, and here it is. Tim
That
looks
goes
at
right
you.
against what I was gonna do.
Tim
I was
looks
gonna
at you
say-
and
What are you
goes,
gonna do?
I was gonna saddle up next to you and goes like, Captain, I think we should just give him Tim. I think we should just give him 10 and then go full speed ahead. Give him 10 and then go full speed
I have a
ahead.
question. I have a question. Outside any of us, is Tim the only person that knows how to drive this ship?
I
I
probably
mean, he's
know
the
how
only
to-
one that's driven it so far. Oliver's been on the ship the longest. Because he's.
Okay.
I just don't like responsibility in doing things.
I think Oliver has the technical know-how. He just doesn't do it. It's like that one friend that claims to not have a driver's license.
Yeah, there we go. This is good. Yeah,
Yeah.
I know how to
Okay.
do it. Yeah, okay, I could technically.
Whether or not you all know that he can is up for debate. As you tell
Yeah.
Tim to floor it, Tim removes himself from behind the helm and is looking between you all and the other ship's captain, just back and forth, kind of looking for some direction from
Fucking
the
Tim.
larger reptilian individual on the other ship, who I would like whoever wants to make a presence check to detect something in this moment.
I
Fuck
have
it,
a
I'll
plus
make a
2 to
presence.
presence.
I'll do
When
it.
you say whoever wants to, is that
Yeah,
a
just-
one of us is doing it, or
That's
everybody has
all
the ability?
anyone who wants to go for it.
Okay.
Not just
I'm
one
too-
person, just
Calvin.
mad at
Ben.
I got a 5.
Oh,
I'm
Pyrrhic.
distressed.
Pyrrhic and Calvin, it looks like. Oliver, are you gonna get in on this action?
No, I think I'm just really. I think my idea of just throwing Tim is like enough that I need to focus on right now. That's all I'm. That's all I'm on right now.
Calvin, there you notice there almost seems to be a hint of recognition happening between Tim and this captain. Pyrrhic, you notice an unmistakable family resemblance between the two. As Tim
I'm just
begins to
going-
inch closer to the other ship.
I'm just going to get really close to. I think I have to bend like completely in half to get down to Tim's level. Just go.
So small.
And I'm so very tall. Just drive the ship, or we'll figure out what to do with you once we drive away.
Aim recalibrating is my
Oh!
shift.
No!
This is the worst day for Ariel.
Ben just takes like 2 steps forward and then just says, "Hostage."
Ooh. And the cap, are you like, are you physically putting any like hand on Tim, or are you just moving in closer?
I can.
think
I'm
this-
right here.
I think
Oh.
just like steps forward. So like Ben doesn't make intimidation checks.
Mhm.
He doesn't have the mental capacity to do so. He is a very sweet little boy. He is terrifying. So Ben doesn't make intimidation checks. He just sort of like is there and allows other people to be more menacing.
I think between Ben's physical form and my words, we are intimidating Tim, or at least attempting to
Okay.
insinuate.
Captain looks at the sort of, and not protective, because you're definitely not protecting Tim, but this sort of moving in of bodies to surround him. Like, I don't care what happens to the whelp. He's already done his job. I just want what he so graciously brought you, so that we can have it back now that you've led us the way.
Time to test theory. I shoot at, like, not right at Tim's foot, but like near Tim's foot.
No!
Man,
It's threatening. I'm not actually trying to hit Tim. I'm just aiming near his foot.
What would
your
happen if
weapon
Calvin
roll.
was the captain? What would be happening right now? This is what's going through my head right now.
It's the thing
I
in
look
Pirates of the
at-
Caribbean where Elizabeth Swann
Oh,
has
she has
the
that,
coin
yeah.
and she's like holding it overboard and like drops it just a little bit and everybody like goes forward.
Yeah.
But with a living person.
Oh no.
Yeah. I do say to Oliver, like, you might have chosen the wrong captain.
We'll see what happens tomorrow. What the captain
Oh, this
decision?
is like every day. Okay.
Maybe.
Okay.
Wait,
God. Maybe God. I don't
wait,
know.
wait,
I say to a
wait.
voice.
Every day-
I say to a voice
Every day
in the
Oliver
ether.
chooses a new captain.
As long as it's
Wait.
not him, he is exempt.
Yeah.
Every day we
Ooh,
draw straws.
Y'all don't know the rules.
The captain, who has yet to introduce himself, does not flinch as you shoot at what you now surmise to be his son. He just
And they have a
stares you all
rival
down.
sloop. It's just another sloop, right?
It's actually slightly bigger, and forgive me, I do not know how to pronounce it. I think it's called a Fiat, but I'm not entirely sure.
Fiat.
Yeah, we're just
Yeah,
gonna
it's
call it Fiat. It's a Fiat, which
Yeah.
would technically make
Yeah.
it smaller.
Yeah. Yeah. But it looks faster. It looks like
It looks more menacing, more powerful, more guns, just a little bit more of everything. It's not much
Okay.
bigger than your ship. It's just the next model up.
Oh, okay. Okay.
We're obviously not gonna give it to this guy. Like, consensus as a team huddle.
Yeah.
We're
Oh, yeah,
obviously
no,
not gonna
100%.
give it. I'm like, we're not going to. Actually, no. I turn and go, team huddle. 1 second. And I pull everyone in, and I'm like, yeah, we're not gonna give the compass to this guy, right? We're not going to do that.
Who has
It's
Jeff
the
Rock
The compass.
DSD right
No,
now?
I don't care about this thing. I don't know if I have it. Who has it? I don't care about the
No,
lock
no,
thing.
no.
Calvin
has
would have
it.
had the DSD.
Mhm.
I don't care about Jeff Rocks as much, but you know no, that's not. That's me. That's the ship. No, that's
Well,
no.
So Calvin, you've already downloaded the map, haven't you?
Yes, I can press the information within my hard drive, so I can wipe the device.
Oh,
Can you wipe
Calvin,
that
can you?
device?
How long would it take you to wipe it?
Oh, well, considering my actual form is a little living son, I can completely eradicate its circuitry.
Do that. Do we
Let's
have?
do that.
Does anyone have?
Just a moment, then.
Does anyone have like a similar looking compass?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Actually,
I think
I have a pocket watch.
oh,
It's just
I
an
think
old broken
that's-
pocket watch.
I think that's close enough.
it lacks
Yeah,
the
okay.
character and definition, but it's still,
my
you
God.
know.
It's just something hanging off of Ben. Like it's just sort of like hanging
like
off
the
of a
conquistador
random
helmet.
piece. Like it definitely doesn't belong to Ben. It just has like gotten stuck on him at some point because he's like covered in these like rocky outcroppings. So there's like a pocket watch hanging off the side of him.
Oh, I can make a grand show of taking it off him and handing it over like it's a big deal, and then we can hand them this thing once we've erased it and be on our way.
Is Tim in our freaking team huddle?
No, Tim's not in our team huddle. Tim's
Then
in
where's
trouble.
Tim?
Where's
Then
Tim?
where is Tim?
Ben is still standing next to Tim. Ben is no
Um,
good in this team huddle.
Ben, I need you to make a contested agility roll with Tim, please.
Yeah, let's say it's like, are we just gonna be like, all right, well, we're gonna grab Tim. Oh, where's
Can it
Tim?
be
He's already over
strength?
there.
And Ben is just kind of like pinning him to the ground.
I will say it could be your strength against his agility.
I'm down for that.
Okay, so this will be a +2 to whatever
Oh my
I roll.
goodness.
Can I use?
Oh!
Oh. Damn. Okay.
Bad rolls.
Neither
for
one
both.
of you are good. It was definitely a bit of a fumble,
Right.
but you dang near like sit on this poor creature.
Ben's still trying to listen to the conversation with the team huddle.
Yeah.
Oh.
Right. Is it wiped now? Calvin, is it wiped now?
Yeah, so you see, Calvin, brings the device to chest level. The plates on their chest open up, and you see the canister with the energy ball. The canister opens, and the little pink energy ball reaches out, and just a little solar flare of tendril touches the device.
Go ahead and make a presence or spirit roll to see how gnarly this messes it up.
All right. Let's go presence, guys. It's best.
Oh, beautiful. Yeah, this thing is toast.
Great.
Go for it.
I was gonna take it in the pocket watch, and I toss it to the other ship.
Ooh, okay. I will say it is the tall, mouthless alien that catches both of them with lightning speed, uncanny speed, and looks to their captain and nods, just having both things in hand. All right, you gonna give the little twerp back, or are you fond of him?
Oh no, we're not done with him yet.
Fine, keep him. Pleasure doing business with y'all. And he will undock, and in a blip, their ship is gone. Well
Ariel
avoided
slowly
that type of an
turns.
encounter.
Scary, guys, that was really scary. I didn't like that. That's really
You handled yourself well. Now it comes to your second captain decision. What the hell are we gonna do with Tim?
Does firing mode remain active?
Oh, Tim.
He's like shaking now. You can see that
Jeopardize
he
Easily they
was...
left you behind.
You jeopardize the crew, you jeopardize the ship, and then you jeopardize my compass. Boy.
He
All for
has been
nothing, too.
frantically slamming at something on his wrist that broke when Ben sat down on him. It is a
You're gonna
little watch.
You're gonna wish you were one of them little octopuses that we threw off the ship into the void of nothingness. Or that we sent you to the big scary daddy that just disappeared away. Captain? And I'm looking at you intense. This is all an Ariel. Ariel has to come up with a punishment.
Yeah. I look at Tim and I go, you have a lot of explaining to do unless we're going to let Oliver unleash all of his pent-up rage on you.
Where would you like me to start? I got nothing to lose now. I was supposed to be able to just get back on that ship. But you big lug, you broke my transporter. As he's like showing you this wrecked device on his wrist. It was supposed to send him back to the other ship, and he rolled so low.
Well, it seems your parental unit is inefficient in their duties as your acting father.
Or you're just inefficient as a child.
Oh. I mean, I did my job.
I write that down. I write down inefficient as a child. That's a good one.
I'm also not a child. Y'all keep treating me like I'm some cabin boy, and I'm a man.
Well, you're a son. You're his child, and he deserted you. Quite
I
decent.
mean, it's part of the business. It's pirates. I mean, you expect him to have morals? I didn't. I just expected a clean getaway, which I would have had. Oh,
And now you
wait,
better
you
start
all
talking
great.
before you get a rapier in your stomach.
Like I said, what do you want to know? I got nothing to lose now.
You stole the map from them, but was it all just a setup to get them to follow us?
Yes.
So
how
you
long?
never
How
really
long has he been with
stole-
this? How long was this con? Was it years? Was it weeks? Was it
I'd
days?
say months. It's been months.
Okay.
You had
At
to
what
establish
point-
trust.
At what point did the crew understand that Oliver has a compass in which they can utilize?
Oliver,
I'd
that's
probably
up to
talk
you.
about this thing at any point, at any
Yeah.
time. So it's
Yeah.
no secret. This isn't. I'm not shy about it. Now it is clearly broken, and I am a crazy old man. So, however, it's old. It's also like just a north-south compass. So it's like in space, you know, people are gonna be like, "What is that gonna do for you?" So you know, what weight people take in a tavern, or you know, what everybody else will do. Like, he just gets lucky sometimes. Like, what? I don't know. It's just a compass that is clearly broken and cracked and spins wonky. So I don't know what people would kind of credence people would give that.
So realistically, it would be very easy to look at the broken pocket watch we gave them and just think that Oliver's a crazy old man who thought it was a compass.
Yeah. Possibly.
Even I would be like,
I mean, you all
Yeah.
have observed that the compass is leading you in the right direction, so there is a little bit more going on there. But the other crew doesn't know what it looks like.
Yeah. My question, I guess, is directed at Oliver, and it's, or it could just be like a question I have to use spirit to answer. But how are the compass and this map like connected? Because like, yes, the compass is telling us the right way to go, but there's a very clear connection between the two.
Yeah, go ahead and make a presence or spirit check.
That is a 13.
Okay, that just succeeds. I will say the one thing that might stick out to you as you're sort of rattling your brain, willing yourself to create some kind of connection. The markings on Jeff Rock DSD and the compass, those sort of like swirling patterns, are incredibly similar.
did I find my compass on this ship, or did I find it and it led me here and all that fun stuff?
Ooh, I would say that's up to you. I'd say the compass was for sure the start of whatever you.
I feel like I found it somewhere, and that's why I would tie it to the ship too.
Mm-hmm.
I would look at the compass and go, it's just like, does this ship have anything to do with the Jeff and compass? Like, basically, is there a clue like right under our nose that could also help us type
Ooh.
of situation?
Are you communing?
Here, yeah. I'm gonna do another one of those. And use.
Hey, look at that.
Burning them up on ridiculous things.
No, it's perfect though, because you are getting some good narrative lore.
Now it says, yeah, it could be like. So it could just be, it says affirmative, but it could just be like it led me here, or it's like, oh no, this also, has to do something with it. So something affirmative in some way, shape, or form.
In some way, shape, or form, you get the ship and the compass and Jeff Rock DSD are not intrinsically intertwined the way the compass and the device are, but the compass almost led you to this ship. This just was the right ship to eventually get this crew to go on this adventure. Yeah.
That's how I always interpreted it, but then I started to see, like, wait, is there also like there's a second copy of the map underneath this floorboard over here, like that kind of thing.
No, the device and the compass are millennia plus years old. The ship is maybe 200 or 300.
Fair. Okay then. So, do we can't beat them there? Do we just go and watch them, take it, or do we?
What do you mean?
What do
we
we?
can't
What do you
there?
want? What do we do?
Of course we can. We have the only working map, and we have the only working compass. Of course we can beat them there.
Yeah, they didn't access the map beforehand. Yes.
Tim?
They needed the
I look at
compass.
Tim.
Well, they couldn't. Yeah, because the compass basically made that happen. So, okay, we need to probably move before they come back. Then.
Before they realize it's just a pocket watch.
Yeah, yeah. Especially if that thing's empty now, right?
Yes, I overloaded the circuitry.
Ben is kind of looking back and forth between people, looking kind of confused. And he just kind of points at the pocket watch, or the compass, and he goes, "You gave to them. How you have?"
No, we did a trick. We did a trick. Pretended that we gave them the compass. Very good.
Permission to pat down Tim to make sure there's no further devices on him?
You don't even need to ask permission. Go fucking straight ahead.
Make a spirit or presence
You just
check.
start beating him like you just like. What are you
No, you're patting him down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Making sure there's no like tracking materials or
Yeah.
oh
I feel so bad. Tim will willingly put his little arms up and you pat him down. There's not much to this creature. He's not wearing like armor or anything overly complicated. You don't feel anything.
All right. Former cabin boy Tim is a vulnerable creature.
So what should we do with them?
I'm tough, dang it.
Do you want to test that?
Ben pushes him over.
Oh, yeah.
Because I'm not even making you roll. The
Ain't
size
no way.
disparity is so much.
Yeah.
Ben looks over at Ariel and says,
We are a small ship.
Yes.
Space big. How find us?
Very good question. Very, very good question, Ben. I say as I look to Tim.
Ben looks very proud and just sits down.
Oh, wait, I take a little. I give him. I don't know. This is so silly. I give him a gold star, but still sticker sheet of gold star.
Oh!
And I put one on.
Oh, we're all gonna be gunning for stars. This is
Ben reaches in and pulls out like this old, like tattered book that just has pages. And he just pulls it off and sticks it into the book. There's like 5 or 6 others of them in there. He just closes it and puts it back inside.
That's the cutest thing ever.
Oh my god.
It's positive reinforcement. He learns through positive reinforcement.
That's so stinky.
But yeah, I direct my attention to Tim because I think he would have an answer for that.
And he points to the watch.
It's very
At this,
now.
they shouldn't be able to find us.
Just to be safe, I'm gonna remove the watch from him and chuck it into space.
Cut his hand off, exactly.
Oh my god, Oliver.
I mean, I can. Would you like me to?
I was already leaning over to you to
No,
specifically say you
no.
should take his that thing off of him right now. Like I was literally about to
I
open
mean,
my
I've
mouth
already-
when you said that.
I've already taken off the watch, but I could take his hand too.
No, I think Tim is going to be much more useful to us with 2 hands rather than 1.
He hasn't been useful so far with 2 hands. He's been pretty messed up.
I
drives
am
your
sure
ship.
Tim is plenty useful. Oh, Tim's not driving the ship anymore. Tim is not allowed to drive the ship anymore.
Oh no, absolutely not.
Damn straight.
Yes. I give Tim to Ferric and I'm like, I trust you'll take care of it.
Just kind of bends in half again.
Oh, you
I
were
will
so
have
tall.
fun.
Oh my god.
Nightmare ragdoll.
You had already demoralized him. He is just compliant and fearful of whatever is happening.
And then I'm thinking between like me, Oscar, not Oscar, Oliver. I'm so sorry.
He's eating a sandwich. Oscar's in the corner like, like he was talking to him the whole time.
There's one more member of the crew down in the galley, the
Oscar.
cook on the ship named
It's the
Oscar.
big furry green thing, yeah.
Yeah.
It's
like-
what's that?
It's
What's that movie? There's that movie where like, people are staying at an Airbnb. No, oh my god, it's Glass Onion. He's that guy.
Oh
Yes.
gosh.
He's inconsequential to the story. He's just there.
Yeah.
His friend does him a favor.
Oscar
Oh my
Oscar is a definitely like a space furball.
Yes.
Just has like some scales and fur and like he's just the cook.
Just there.
He's just a sweet old man. He retired and just wanted to see the galaxy, and this was the cheapest way to do it.
He's been trying to figure out for the past day how to cook these little squid things.
Oh, there's some more down there. Yo, we're gonna keep finding these in sock drawers. Like we're gonna find them for days.
God.
Oh, we're infested now.
Oh god, are they multiplying?
And I'm not quite sure how to divide it up properly, but I'll make something tasty out of it.
Food is
It's a good old college try. The best chef is one that works with little resources.
Oh my gosh. So yeah, rewinding what's happening to poor Tim.
You know what, Ferric? Yeah, what is? I'll let Ferric decide what to do with that.
He is a picture of Pierre.
No, I'll have to think about that. So many fun choices. I do think you would be better with only one arm.
Having seen what you did to his friend Hack.
I mean, I really don't have a say in the matter. I could beg. Is that something you want?
No. You'll be more useful cleaning with 2 arms, and I really don't want to do that job.
Okay. Anywhere in particular you want me to start, or?
No. You can guess, and if you get it wrong, I'll come find you.
Oh my gosh, that is so threatening. He's going to look
yeah.
so confused and look for further direction that just isn't forthcoming, and just slowly inch toward the galley, because that feels like the most intuitive spot.
She just doesn't even react.
Oh my gosh, that is so cruel and so good. Oh, yeah,
That's
maybe
why
start
I'm
with
here
a short
to it.
someone says. Yeah, him. So he's gonna go he's going to pretend that he doesn't exist in the galley with Oscar and just pick up squid remnants, as one does.
But,
Oscar's gonna give him a side eye, aren't you supposed to be at the helm? And he's just not gonna say anything.
So who's driving?
Tim's like, we gotta figure that out. Oliver, do you want to drive?
What?
Do you want to drive your ship?
I specifically made you captain so I could get back to what I was.
I am asking as a courtesy. I'm literally asking as a courtesy.
So.
You can say no. You are allowed to say no.
Oh, well then. No. And then he turns around.
Thank you.
He just starts writing again.
Yeah. Calvin, do you want to drive the ship?
Considering I have the map within my android body, I might be the most efficient at this.
Yes.
I will accept the position as helmet.
Excellent.
Great. You have to high five, but that's what people do, right?
Robot high five.
Most
Make it
awkward,
happen.
hesitant.
It's very awkward. I see
They're all
that. It's very
calibrating their
awkward.
spatial reasoners.
Yeah.
I'm ducking out of the way.
It takes a little bit longer than a regular high five, but when it hits, it is the perfect high five.
Boom. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because that's what we're aiming for. The perfectest high five every time.
Yes.
Perfect. Shoop, 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 shoop. Boom. Perfect. As you take the helm, you are able to actually interface with it like you can with many devices and plug in the coordinates that you have downloaded from the now long gone, recently deceased Jeff Rock DSD.
In turn, I'm just like, now I am Jeff Rock.
Oh my god.
Did you also take all the logs and everything too?
Oh yes, I compressed and zip filed everything within my Android system.
So efficient. I love that. I will say, because of the efficiency of what you are doing and that you have the actual just direct to ship coordinates that you can now interface with, it will shave a day off your travel. Because you don't have to be going back and forth. You don't have to be constantly referencing the device or a map. You can just go.
No Tim to slow you down. You are
Tim
just
to slow you
you
down.
are
Who was
efficient.
purposefully slowing
wait.
you down.
Freaking
Wait,
knew it.
does-
I knew it.
Calvin, does Calvin sleep?
Well, I like to leave my body to decompress, but I can leave it into a passive mode, and which I do as the body is now set to basically like a GPS coordinate. The canister opens up.
Oh,
Basically, we've
put
turned the
suit
ship
on,
into a
like,
self-driving
autopilot.
car.
yes, this
Yeah,
is now
we
a
did.
Tesla.
Yay. Sponsored by SpaceX.
Oh no.
No.
This is the future.
Put Scalawag in the chat and you'll get a Tesla. No.
Oh my god.
Oh, Fantastic.
For legal reasons, I have to say that this is a joke.
Pay us money, Elon.
No.
We know you have some from those diamond mines.
Oh
Yeah,
my
help the charity.
gosh.
Come on.
Yeah.
Oh no! So Tim is swabbing the galley. The ship is.
Is
now
that the
in
right place to
autopilot.
swab?
Is
Is
it?
he in trouble
Is
for
it?
that?
Is it Pyrrhic?
How many hands does he have? Is he missing fingers? Did he get wrong the first few times?
Oh, he'll find out. I never
Oh.
said it would be immediate.
Oh my god.
This poor man can
That's
never
even
sleep.
better. Remember 2 days ago when you swabbed this and you dusted that? It was wrong.
Oh, you had to dust this and swab that. Start with the little toes. No. Oh my gosh! Start with his tail. That'll grow back, right? He's a reptile. I don't know.
You could pull teeth.
Oh,
Ooh.
y'all are cruel.
I could
Who
make a
hurt you?
necklace.
I'm so glad he turned out to be bad because
I'm sorry. We all have effed up backstories. We're all
This is
objectively
very fair.
probably not very nice people.
Nose hairs.
Wrong.
Oh my
we're
gosh.
so edgy.
The ship is now in self-piloting mode. You have a day until you will reach your destination. Now that you have shaved off a day, anything you'd like to do before you turn in for the night? As you are beginning to get a bit weary, that was a high-intensity situation. Those of you with organic bodies are a little tired.
If it's possible, I know we established that my coding system is different than Calvin's, but if it is possible, I do want to see if we can make a copy of what Calvin has and put it onto me.
I would love for you both to make a presence or a spirit roll, whichever is higher for you both. We're going to add them together, and it will have to beat that target number.
Okay.
Can I help?
Okay.
Because if they were like diaries and logs, I wanted to get them in like I was like, I don't think we have a printer, so I was just like, how can we like receipt
an
tape
HP
make?
chilling
Yeah,
down.
if they're old enough, could they be like, I have an old thing to write on and just keep files on? So I was just like, does my literal WordPad have the capability to take the text from things?
Ooh, I will make you do a separate roll for that. Let's
Yeah,
see how
yeah.
these two interface first.
So I rolled a
want
24.
to use. Okay, I want to use the natural 20 that someone so kindly gifted me.
Yes! Yes!
Thank you to
Amazing.
the other person here who's watching this, who's like, yes, I love this.
Just to clarify, we do have donation incentives that help or hinder the crew. Someone bought a whole bunch of little helps for Madeline's character, one of which was a natural 20, and that is being used now. With a total 44, knock it out of the park. You were able to find the common code between you two that lets you share these files instantly. Ariel, you now have everything that Calvin had as regards to Jeff Rock DSD. You have all the maps, you have all the logs, you have everything. There are now 2 effective copies of it.
Nice.
Okay.
Uncorrupted,
Always make
pristine.
Pristine. Yeah. Like sometimes you open a file and you can't open it as a PDF, and none of that's happening.
None of that. They're all
No.
converted. They're all formatted. The pictures aren't throwing off the text. Like it's great. And then Oliver, you wanted to get just the logs, right?
Yeah, whatever, just like words to have as like reference.
Ooh. Now that both of you have a copy,
which
who wants to
would
help? Yeah.
I guess
whichever way,
Calvin's-
if it could even work wirelessly or whatever it has to be to make it
Ooh,
work.
Like Bluetooth.
Is it presence? Yeah. It would take forever, probably. It'd have to be an overnight situation. Like we'll just leave it plugged
Yeah.
in somewhere or leave it nearby.
Yeah.
I will say, go ahead and make a presence roll, please.
Okay. It is a very
Oh, bud.
shaky -1 that I'm rolling with here. Yeah.
You
Yeah.
have a
I
mulligan.
only have
Everyone
spirit to
has
work with.
1 point of inspiration. Do you want
Is
to
that
try
a
again?
1?
That's a 1.
It's a one.
No, this isn't important enough. I just don't get the notes, I guess. I'm just
Okay.
gonna be like, never mind. And I just keep writing. Like, it'll be fine. That means
Your
I rolled a
tablet,
2 and
it's
got a
not
1.
even a
And then I
difference in
rolled a 2 at
technology.
-1.
Yeah. It's not even the difference in technology.
Yeah.
Your tablet isn't meant to hold that much data. So as it keeps trying to download, it keeps kicking it back because it is just way too much data. Especially
I probably have a bunch of those, like literally.
Mhm.
Oh, good.
You keep
Yeah.
trying them, but they just keep not working.
Like, I
If
just
you-
dropped one, but I do have a second one right here. I do have a bunch of these in real life as well. So I imagine him having a crap ton actually stored around, which is
Yeah.
why he has to file them in a certain way.
I know this hard drive's empty. It has to work.
Yeah, this one's got 32 megabytes of free space.
Me
You've
finding
been
all the
writing your
random flash
story.
drives.
Yeah, it's just a baggie of storage devices. You've been writing your story for decades at this point. That itself takes up a lot of storage, so you are hard pressed to find any storage unit that doesn't have a piece of your story in it. And they're all in your own way organized, and you would never even think of deleting a part of the story.
Oh God, no! I might need that one
Yeah.
story about the chicken. You know,
Yeah.
that you never. Yeah, it's all there. It's all got a
All
purpose.
there. So you figure you now have 2 people you can ask about the logs. If you need
Oh, yeah.
anything from them, you can just ask them, right?
Oh no, now he has to
Yeah.
talk to me.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yep.
How very
Mhm.
dare.
Yep. Yep. That's why I'm not worried.
And
It's
he does
actually
have to talk to
easier this.
you.
It's even easier this way because now I could just ask you, and you like it's just like, oh, I don't have to type anything.
I
It's
have
straight
to.
there you
I
go.
have
Just-
to. I can't.
Yeah.
Because Calvin, you're
So-
just in your energy form now, so you can't talk, right?
Yeah, when I'm outside of my body, I can't talk. So if someone
you're
needs to
just
talk to me, I have to
chirping.
go back to my body.
I'm like, Calvin, please go back into your body. Calvin.
Just very slowly float. I'm more mischievous as an energy ball.
Just woo.
Calvin,
into my
no.
body.
Calvin.
Yes.
What was the spacing like on the 3rd entry? Like, but the 4th
Oh.
paragraph.
Calvin, I can't. He keeps asking me about the logs. I can't keep talking
Oh.
to him about the logs.
If you so wish,
He's
I
asking
can
about
run
font
audio.
size.
If you so wish, I can run the audio.
Oh my gosh. Tell us a bedtime story, please. Yes.
I think I found the correct voice entry for this one. Okay. The stars were twinkling beyond the skies into the depths of space. I never seen such wistful dancing in the way that they provide. And so I rock on my little ship, gliding, drifting, deep into the endless space. It is peaceful out here, and I know my journey takes me far. That's how it starts.
I love that. Yeah, it will continue on into the night uninterrupted, and you hear tale of battles and gaining and losing crew members and their first lucky strike at getting a treasure, and where they all the different ways they hit it. And this is the early days of this captain, and it progresses through. And it's a lifetime of logs, so it's not going to get terribly far. But it is all quite eloquently written. This captain was a storyteller, much like yourself, Oliver, and you can appreciate that. But it'll eventually lull the organics to sleep as the ship continues on its autopiloted course into the empty. As the next morning breaks, and that's again not quite the right terms because you are out in the blackness of space. I want. Who didn't have to sleep? Ariel didn't have to sleep. Ariel, go ahead and make a presence roll just to see what's out there.
That's the thing I'm bad at. Rosie.
I
That's
know, and I
the
feel
thing
bad because I
I'm
want
bad
so
at.
badly for it to be spirit, but spirit doesn't fit.
I know. It's a 3. Are you happy, Rosie?
I am
It's a
happy.
3.
I am pleased. That's the DM. I have now 1. No.
Another squid storm, man. This is gonna suck.
Yeah.
Another squid
Oh.
storm.
If
Um,
it's a new day, I do have to roll as a
Yes,
con tweet again.
please. What is your new ritual? Ritual.
What's my new Mousecatool? What's
Yes.
the new Mousecatool I got? Oh no, they're all in Roman numerals, and I got a double
Oh.
digit. Hold on. Okay. 11.
Ben would probably also be like up. I don't feel like Ben sleeps as much as he just sort of like stops moving.
Yeah.
So like he's probably also just kind of like up, sitting there. I feel like Ben really enjoys like the stars, just seeing them out in the distance. He spent a lot of time on planet, so like anytime he is out amongst the stars, it is still like new and exciting for him.
Mm-hmm. I will say, because you are out in the empty, the stars are few and far between. This will probably feel a little bit lonely compared to the view you have planet side. There's not a night sky filled with stars. There are distant bands, the two bands of the tail and the scythe that you can see ever so far away. They are thin lines at this point, and the occasional rogue star out here in the empty, but it is very dark and very black. It is aptly named.
So, in that case, Ben is sitting at the front of the ship, and he is taking like any like broken barrels or like anything like that. And he's just sort of like crushing them together, and like wrapping them in like a little bit of fabric, and lighting. There's like a torch, and just sort of like lights them. And he's just throwing them off into space.
To make his own stars?
Ooh. Wow.
I'm gonna go cry after this. That is the cutest thing I've ever heard.
Everyone will cry about my big sad rock boy.
That is so sad, and I love it. You get a point of inspiration.
He is just got a big smile on his face. He's just he's just enjoying. Like, he enjoys the stars. If he can't see any, he makes them.
Well, Ben's about to get a lot more happier because I rolled phantasmal fauna. I summon a ghostly hound or a shark. It obeys my commands. I'm gonna summon a digital good boy.
Oh! So what does it look
incredible.
like? Describe what they look
Gosh.
like.
I think, like, in Ariel, is it like, because I'm thinking, like, this is something that's external, that's brought from internally. So I think it's almost like a projection that comes from, like, from, like, this is what I know about dogs. And for some reason, this is, like, what the internet search has provided to me today. It's just information about dogs.
It's just motion capture of like dogs reuniting with their owners. Like it's just that moment, but it's just that dog running around. God.
Yeah. So I think kind of with that from like these ghostly eyes, it's a projection, but and you can't pet it. Actually, well, it says it does harm. So you know what? Fuck it.
It's
dog.
physical. It's corporeal for sure.
You have to let us pet the dog.
Yeah.
Can we say that it can be corporeal? Because if Ben can't accidentally crush the dog, that is much more exciting for Ben.
So I will say that it has a physicality to it, but if you were to like pet too hard, it would just spring back.
Excellent. Yeah.
Perfect. It's like Wile E. Coyote getting smacked.
Yeah, very cartoonish physics at play here because it is just a projection.
Anybody who is trying to sleep below deck is going to be woken up to the sound of Ben running around on the deck playing with a dog. It is you might think we're under attack.
That's fantastic.
I love that so much.
Yeah.
So those of you that were asleep are no longer. As just ka-thunk is coming from the top deck of the ship. This is such a lovely, lovely display, a slice of life happening on the ship right now, and smiles on everyone's faces, those who are at least amused by this, because how could you not? That's about to change, though, as in the distance, it was unseen from where you were as you woke up, but as the minutes and eventually the hours go on, something comes into focus. You begin to see it is white, not glowing like a star, just a white speck on the horizon to break up the empty. You get closer and closer and closer, and you surmise maybe this is a planet of some sort. You get closer. Oh, there are moons. Quite a few of them, in fact. As you approach and begin your initial slowing down, because you don't want to collide with whatever this is, you see the skull the size of a planet. It is round in the back, as skulls are, with giant teeth open in a horrific grin. Giant eye sockets that crackle with electricity as many, many moons circle around this. If anyone would like to make one last presence check before we end today's tale, please do so.
I absolutely will.
Yeah.
Stephanie would stop kicking me out of the thing.
I got a 5.
Oh, those are
You said
moons. That is a
presents?
skull. Presents, please.
That's
24.
sure a moon.
Calvin, nice. Ben,
I have the
nice.
data.
Nice. Okay. Calvin, for sure, the only one really succeeding. Oliver, did you want to?
No, I wasn't gonna chance it with my -1. It's been bad. I'm just gonna let it.
Calvin, you have this data internalized. As you see these moons come into focus, 20 of them, in fact, you recall that Jeff Rock DSD had 20 faces. And something within your circuitry, within those memories, is beginning to ping as you gaze upon these moons. And that is where we will end it for tonight and figure out what that's all about next episode.
Yay!
Same bat time, same bat place.
Leave a punishment for Tim in the chat.
Leave a punishment for Tim in the chat.
What should we do? Pull out
Everybody
his teeth?
tweeted us. What would you do
fingernails?
to Tim?
Someone did say I have a week to make a tooth necklace, so
Oh,
Dude, I
Hashtag
have
Oliver
one
was
somewhere
right,
around
y'all. Oliver
hashtag
was
Oliver
right.
was right. What do you do with traitorous
Just start
lizard?
adding hashtag Oliver was right to the end of your random posts about other things that aren't connected to this at all.
Oh, that's good. That's real good. And
just
you'll
be like-
still be accurate.
Be like,
You'll
it was
still
a,
be
it was a
accurate.
beautiful day today. Hashtag Oliver was
Oliver
right.
was right.
Uh,
Oliver was right.
I burnt
Oliver
those
was
onions
right,
today.
honestly.
Oliver was right.
Here are my
It's a win.
controversial political beliefs.
Oh my god.
No!
No!
Oliver was right.
But yeah, that's all I've got. I hope that you all have a wonderful day, night, wherever you are. Be good, be safe. I love you all so much. And we'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye, 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 bye.